Hello and welcome. You listen to African States, the program that brings you the knowledge about African continent. My name is Kindama. I'm your host of today's program. On this edition, we're going to talk about the situation that's going on in social media about this prophet or pastor, whatever you may call, Alpha Lukau. I think that's his name, Alpha Lukau. Yes, that's his name. I'm not too sure where he's from. He's from DRC or from Zimbabwe, but he lives in South Africa, where he owns a church. Very recently, I think it was last Friday on the 23rd, he comes up. He resurrected his friend from the dead. This guy here comes along, brings a man in a coffin, passes his hand on top of this guy, touch his belly, and here you are. The man's wake up and become like somebody who, I don't know, have been sleeping for a couple of hours or something like that. But what I would like to talk about this situation is how easily our people have been lied. This kind of situation goes on way back, where all these priests are being manipulating the poor because they want to get more money, instead of giving the real service that the people need. They just lie to the people, because most of these people, they don't know how to write and read. They just believe this is the church today becomes one of the way where Africans want to hold on. They don't have anywhere else to go. They think like, okay, we've got a church. This is the man of God, the way they claim. This is the man of the God, and this is the one going to save us. I mean, my question is, if really this guy want to save the entire population in the continent, why don't he start to building up the brain of the people, not destroying people's brain, by building up, by give them incentive of reading, which is needed because people need to think, because we don't have that ability of thinking. We just lost that sense of thinking, questioning, because people don't question no more. I don't know if there was a time where people have been questioning, but I really like to question. I don't believe what this pastor did. This also comes along with Pastor Omotoso. I think is a Nigerian guy who is currently in jail in South Africa as well. Because in South Africa, have got all these. I mean, not only in South Africa, you find all these kind of priests all over the continent, where they've been there lying for the entire continent. You know, each and every country, you've got one who consider himself as a priest or as a man of God. There is this guy as well, Pastor Bashiri. I think he's from Zimbabwe, but also live in South Africa. He's being under investigation. He came along once. There was a video that was circulating on the internet where he says that he can fly or walk on the air. And at the end, it was revealed there was two people or two men holding a stick on one side, and then he held up there, and he was walking. So that's the kind of thing that is going on for all this priests. So there are more scammers. They're just getting money from the poor, because that's the only way people believe. Soon I will be able to bring you a story about how is the church, where it comes from, Christianity. We talk about it, for example, in Europe, how it is, what the church is. Because if you go in many churches in Europe, they're not that full as a church here in Africa. Because in Africa, we've got that sense of we must go to church in order to be saved. Well, we don't know exactly how the future holds for each and every one. We don't know exactly how does it hold. So, and you see in the church, most of the people, or not, well, I'll say most of it, the church is a place where you find people committing more crimes, committing all this atrocity. They are more liars. My father always says that church is a how to call it? What was the term that he was using? Is a bush where you find many monkey hiding. You understand? So it's kind of a forest. Yeah, it's a term. Is a forest where many monks are hiding. Yeah, and you find many there just hiding. Try to say that we are saving people, we are doing this to people. If you see closer, because now there come more pictures about this Mr. Lukaku or Lukau, where apparently this guy, the deceased, the one who was resurrected, he's a cameraman of his congregation. He'd been doing this job for some time, or taking pictures, in order to lie, you know. And there is one particular guy there. I don't know where he's a South African. There's a white guy over there. You see on other pictures, he been close friend. The way the picture shows that this guy had been being a friend for some time or so. So this is kind of a plan scheme what they did in order to come along and lie to us. So, but this is an ongoing story. But I believe South African's government will be able to come along and give some explanation, or the police at least. Maybe they need arrest this priest, because the way it is this kind of manipulating the people, making people believe something which is not existing, make people just cheering, on this man here. So this kind of thing that need to be stopped. This kind of priests need to be stopped. You cannot continue having the same priests lying to the population. These guys, they need to be stopped. This is what I want to say. I hope you guys will be able to take your what to say. Yeah, I'll stop here. Thank you for listening, and see you soon.